why should people mine Bitcoin if they could just buy spot Bitcoin?
My favorite question ever. So, the reason why, a moral reason and an economic reason. So let me break down the moral reason. First of all, as a Bitcoiner, I am concerned about mining centralization, right? We all are. The problem is mining centralization is downstream of a misalignment of incentives. The majority of the hash rate on the network right now is hash rate looking to acquire fiat using Bitcoin as a proxy to do so. That means that we as a Bitcoin community have ceded the network to fiat hashers. That's how I like to describe it. Now, if the Bitcoin community instead chose to acquire their Bitcoin by mining it instead of going to the exchange and skipping the work part, we would have alignment of incentive on the network, and we would care about the network as miners because now that's how we're getting our Bitcoin. So that's the moral argument. We should be. The economic argument is, oh, and by the way, you go buy that mining rig from us in Paraguay that's live in 48 hours, you're now getting Bitcoin for $75,000 at this moment, right? So you're getting more sats for your dollar. There's the economic argument. So not only is it a more cost-effective approach, but it's also the right thing to do.
And I think that's something that people forget. They fail to see it, right? So if you invest, $10,000 into Bitcoin at spot, right? You will get more sats if you mine that said Bitcoin, right? If you make that investment instead of spot Bitcoin, but into mining Bitcoin, at the end of the day, you'll end up with more Bitcoin. It'll take longer. It's like low time preference, but you'll end up with more Bitcoin than if you just bought it spot. That's the value proposition. Because if that weren't the case, then no one would mine Bitcoin, right?
Correct. So it is a dollar cost averaging product. So it's not, you don't put 10,000 on exchange and buy those 10,000 sats today. The equivalent is actually, because you're purchasing electricity over time, the equivalent is you put 10,000 on exchange in the next 3 to 4 years, which is the equivalent useful life of the mining hardware, you're dollar cost averaging into a position. When you compare those two, you get more sats by mining rather than dollar cost averaging on an exchange with that $10,000.
Incredible. Yeah, man. Guys, go check out SAS Mining. I believe the promo code is Simply Bitcoin.
I believe so.
Simply Bitcoin.
Simply Bitcoin.
And these guys make Bitcoin mining as a service. Multiple different rigs that you could pick from. You could pick air-cooled, water-cooled. You could pick Paraguay. You could pick Norway. You could pick Wisconsin. It's all sold out. So you want to get those Paraguay rigs very, very quickly. And you can mine yourself some cool sats. Some wet sats? No, wild sats. Go to sasmining.com today. Promo code Simply Bitcoin. And of course, I want to thank the CEO, Kent, for joining us. Thank you, Kent. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Nico. Keep it wild.